Hello, my YouTube friends. Today we're going to be talking about something very important. Kidney infection and bladder infection. And I'm going to tell you how to get rid of it. But first, let me tell you a story how I come across this. Years ago, when we was really young at home, this kid that lived with us got a kidney infection or bladder infection. They wasn't sure which. He had spots all over me, looked like a leopard. Well, my mom took him to the doctor. He said, well, something wrong with his kidneys or bladder. So they give him medicine. It didn't work. So took him back, gave him more medicine for 5 or 6 days, didn't work. And this was going on over a month. He missed like 5 or 6 weeks of school, and they wouldn't even let him bring his schoolwork home and take it back because they didn't know for sure what he had. So one day this old farmer come up, and he seen this kid. And he says, what's wrong with you? You look like a leopard. And my mom told him there's something wrong with his kidneys or bladder. They wasn't sure. They keep trying medicines, they ain't working. He said, I can fix that, no time. So he goes outside, and I go with him because I wanted to learn this. And he showed me this little weed, and they call it dog flannel here. But the best we can tell you is it's called pineapple weed. The research I'd done, they call it pineapple weed. But you can see, because these little tops look like little pineapples. It's kind of mossy looking. Little tops like this, look like little pineapples. So anyway, he brought some in, told my mom to boil it for a tea. This kid drank it. The very next day, Mom made him another cup. He said, do it 2 days in a row. By the third day, all of his spots were gone. So folks, I used to get kidney infection, but ever since I learned this, every spring, this comes up really early, but by mid-July, it's about gone. We're getting close to the end of it. But you take some of this, just like a few sprigs, like you would make a tea out of. It can be green or it can be dry. I dry some every year. Throw some of that in a cup of boiling water. And then if you want to, you could add honey if you want it a little sweeter. But I'm telling you right now, this will get rid of kidney and bladder infection. And it works fast. It really works. I've used it for years and years. Because used to when I plowed a lot, helped farmers plow a lot, I'd get it every year. Bad kidney infection. I'd get out and lay flat on the ground every couple hours. I couldn't stand it no more. I'd go to the doctor and get medicine, and I'd fight it for like a week or so, week and a half, finally get over it. And ever since I learned this, no, I'll just start drinking a cup of this in the spring, and then I don't never get it. So if you're ever having kidney problems, bladder problems, right here is your answer. It'll really work for you. Folks, now the way I dry this, I just cut it and lay it out just like you would hay. But I lay it inside where it don't get rained on. And it'll look like this when it's dried out. I would take about that much to make a cup of tea out of. About like what you'd put in a tea bag. And that's all you need to get you straightened out. You might have to do it 2 days in a row. You might want to mix a little honey with it because it can be kind of a little bit bitter. But I'd rather drink something a little bitter than I would be hurting or aching. So that's up to you. If you can't take honey because you got high blood sugar or something, then take it like a man, swallow it down. It'll help you get over what you got. Folks, I want to show you something over here, and come along with me. As you can see, this is just sand. But this stuff grows in sand, black dirt, clay. It grows in Canada, all United States, Alaska, South America. And what it really likes is where it's really hard packed and nothing else grows. Like right out here in this driveway. There's a plant right here. Right here. In fact, I'll pull it. And you can't kill it out by driving over or walking over it. It's really tough. It likes that, where it's been run over, walked over. But this is about as tall as it'll ever get right there. And if you squish these little bulbs on it, it's got a kind of a pineapple smell to it. All I know, if you got kidney infection, bladder infection, this stuff is remarkable. So even myself, before I would go to a doctor, I would take this a couple of days and see if I'm over it. And everybody so far that I knew that's taken it, it's worked. So like I said, I'm no doctor, I'm no pharmacist. I just go what I know that works. Like this old man told us years ago, that's all they ever used to take for bladder infection and kidney infection when he was a kid. He was born like in 1888. So they didn't have all the stuff they got today. But it works, I use it. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I was kind of having a problem because I was sitting on the tractor a lot. It seemed like that's when I get it in my kidneys. So I boiled me up a cup of this at night, and then I boiled me a cup the next day, and the next day I was fine. So if you got any problems, why not give it a try? It'll grow in your area. Look where you walk a lot or there ain't much grass. It don't compete good with grass. Just like where other stuff don't want to grow because it's too hard packed. It grows like a miracle. So give it a try if you have a problem, and I think you'll be happy. Folks, I want to thank you. All of us want to thank you for coming along with us today and trying to share what we know before it's too late. After I'm gone, what I know, I try to pass on to my children and other people I know, so maybe they can keep passing stuff on. But this is very, very important to learn. If you're out somewhere in the wild or you're on a camping trip, you're like, oh man, I'm starting to get something wrong with my kidneys. Look around. You see where there's a path or beaten down? This here stuff grows where nothing else grows. So I want to thank you very much for coming along with us. We pray that God blesses you each and every day of your life.